Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about the further bastardization of bourbon with a new release inspired by a video game. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Tim Swyatt, Demetrius Kane, and Jason Bronner.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey.
Hey-oh. So, yeah, I got to admit, I put this show together. So I put together all the show notes, and it's already sent out to the group. And I never heard of this game. I don't know anything about it. I don't play video games or anything like that. But apparently it's a big deal. So the next day, I'm in working outside. Jim works in the office at the ABV Barrel Shop. I work out in the shop, and you just sit at one of the tables there and set my computer up. Jim comes around. He's like, "Oh my God, did you hear? They were releasing a bourbon that's tied to Assassin's Creed." And I'm like, what?
What the hell are you talking about?
That's an exciting thing. And he's like, yeah, oh yeah, my kid plays it all the time. I had no idea this is a big thing, but I guess Assassin's Creed is a big thing. But yeah, we'll talk about that impact and what we think about this being a bourbon now. So Jim's giddy, but we'll see if everybody else shares that excitement. So we'll get to that after the break. For right now, Tim said there's something you want to talk about. What is that, Tim?
All right, so we were just talking about before we started recording about Seinfeld and episodes or anything like that. Do you happen to have your favorite Seinfeld line? What's the one that makes you laugh all the time, or one you bring into your own common talk? Do you have anything that's out there that you bring into your vernacular, how it makes you as a person, everything? 'Cause I think we all have a Seinfeld line that just defines you as a person and how you look at the world.
Okay, Becca's laughing, so she must have something.
I mean, yeah, you always have a few, but like the one that I accidentally say a lot is not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anytime that we judge anyone, I go, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. And
right.
not everyone catches it right away. Like Royce, it'll usually take him like a few, I'll say it once and then I'll go like this and then he'll catch on and then he'll start laughing about it and he'll go, not that there's anything wrong with that. So
yeah.
I don't think that's Royce. I think that's most men will catch on because women are just that much more intelligent than men. Yes. But it's good that he catches on.
He catches on.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Mine is from that show with where Kramer had started Kramerica Industries, and he had an intern, and Kenny the intern or whatever it was, or the intern was helping him out, and then the school finds out there's really no such thing as Kramerica Industries. It's just a guy, a lonely guy who may or may not have a chicken. and
forgot about that one.
And Kramer says he's trying to do his best to sound like he's engaged and keep him well. He says he finds it capricious and arbitrary, which I like to use that line in like a legal situation or something like that. I don't even know what it means, but it stops people in their tracks.
It does elevate you to another level.
Yeah,
what
you're saying right now is capricious and arbitrary. And they're like, what? Say that to someone,
like Jackie.
Enough, and you'll stop them in their tracks. I'm telling you, it works. So that's a good Seinfeld line. Jason, any Seinfeld lines? I don't even know if you watch Seinfeld.
I do. I've watched.
You're more of a Friends guy. You're Friends guy.
Not at all. Never watched Friends.
Which is a terrible show.
It's more Melrose Place, but that's just me.
Seinfeld and The Office. I kind of watch The Office.
Okay.
But the Seinfeld are just so much. I mean,
Oh,
Mine
yeah.
are probably more so just the situational.
Exactly.
You know,
A situation pops up. You're not even thinking of a line. All of a sudden it pops in your head because it fits from Seinfeld.
Yeah,
I agree. There's a lot of that stuff that happens.
But the one that I remember the most, it was the funniest, is when I guess one of them got spit on at the baseball game.
Right. Yeah.
And they keep showing it like the
Back and
JFK.
to the left. Yeah.
Kramer keep, it's just that motion and they keep doing it. And that just, to me, I can't stop laughing when
Back and to the left.
Back and to the left. Back
just
and to the left.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
So it's
All right.
more the kind of the actions of them than any one line I can pick
Keith
out.
Hernandez. Yeah.
Right.
Keith
Right.
Hernandez episode. Yeah. Demetri, anything stand out since you are a Seinfeld watcher?
Yeah, so the garbage disposal in the shower.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Was that a Clarkman? It's a misprint.
When I built my shop, I installed a garbage disposal in the shower. Purely as a joke, because my wife was like, she's like, why would you do this? And I was like, Seinfeld. It's really funny.
Prepare your
And so
food.
every
while
time
I bake.
I'm like, they're like, what are you about? And I like look at them really seriously, and I'm like, I'm all about time savings.
Right.
And then they never get it. And then I walk them into the shop and I flip on the garbage disposal in the shower, and they're like, look at the floor, and they're like, what the hell? And I'm like, it's garbage disposal in the shower. So, it's clean.
Spectacular.
And-
There's a tidbit. There's a pro tip, folks. When you go visit Demetri, you got to go ask about the garbage disposal. Steve, another bourbon assignments for Missouri.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that is good. I'm working on something along that line. So yeah, coming soon. We'll see. I gotta talk to Demetri about that. All right. Tim, you asked a question. How about you, man?
All right, so I always go back to the little Jerry episode because what cracks me up
Little
is
Jerry Seinfeld?
Yes, little Jerry Seinfeld. You've got Elaine saying "Stop the fight," George saying "Tamale," trying to get a tamale in the stands, not paying attention to anything, and Kramer jumping over. But he starts it off saying, "That's not a rooster. That's a dog with a glove on its head." Little Jerry's going to get his clock cleaned. That summarized just the way that he looks at the world differently is how I try to just think differently. And that one gets me every time. A dog with a glove on its head. Little Jerry's going to get his clock cleaned. And next thing you know, Kramer's getting his ass kicked by the rooster.
It's all beat up. Yeah.
Oh, it's spectacular. God, that show's timeless.
Yeah.
That's some good, funny stuff. Thanks, folks.
All right. Well, guess what, gang? It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? We'll start with Jason, or Jason, as they say.
Jason. Hefe with the hat. I'm going to do the peated today.
Okay.
Those are Drew's coming at you full bottle. Full pull.
Okay. Maybe one of Jason's better cork pops. We'll see if it holds up. It would have won last time. That's the thing, but not this time. I don't know. We'll see. Demetri, what do you got?
So I kind of have a fun one. A friend got this for me while he was out in Kentucky. It's from Bluegrass Distillers, and it is pickleback bourbon aged in pickle brine barrels. So we're going to find out if this is good or not. So
Okay.
Well done.
It took the lead.
Clean and
Well
crisp.
done. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And we'll see. We'll after we cheers, we'll ask him how it is before we go.
More gunshots.
Yeah. That could be the end of the groundhog. We don't talk about that on the air. No, I don't know what that. I'm
We
just
don't know what
saying
that was.
random. Yeah. All right, Miss Beka Sue, how about you?
If we'd have had this just a couple seconds, if I would have gone second, you guys would have thought I've won.
Yeah.
I've got some Hardin's Creek here.
Oh, owned by Wes Hardin. It's his new bourbon brand. So
Wes
That's
Hardin's new brand. This is actually from
Bean.
the James B.
Oh
Beam
God,
Distilling
Beam
Company.
Distilling. Yes, say the whole thing. Otherwise, they send you out a cease and desist.
Yes, but this is a nice fresh bottle that I believe Freddie gave to our buddy Nate Weiniger, and I sold it to Nate.
confiscated?
So, yeah.
And Nate left at your house.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with it? Let it sit?
Right.
It
right.
walked
It'll
out of
go
his
bad.
suitcase. I
It's
don't know what to tell
bourbon.
you.
It'll
It
go
fell
bad.
out.
I gotta open it up, right? I gotta see
Right.
what this is all about. So let's see what this does.
Oh, Demetri, sorry.
Wow.
The dream's over. Beckett has taken the lead. Freddie specifically set that up for the cork pop. He added
Did.
something
That's
in
what
there.
that, what that was for.
All right. Tim, how about you?
Oh, so Beka, you looked like a combination of Fergie and Jesus when that cork pop went off. I got to tell you, that was spectacular. So I guess I should be waiting to check from Buzzard's Roost because I had the peated barrel ready to go, but I'm going to switch over to the Buzzard's Roost Toasted French Oak.
Ooh.
Here, one of my favorites.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I've got Jack Daniels, and I'm not kidding you. This is the heaviest bottle that I've ever had. So it's this is old number 27. It's maple wood finished. Maple wood finish.
Very tasty.
So we got here we go. No, nothing there. Beka clearly wins that thing. So
Hell yeah. Thanks,
Cheer-
buddy. No.
cheers, gang.
Cheers.
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 All right. I want to check in with a couple people before we go out to break and see what they think. This maple wood finish is great. I haven't had it in a long time. It's very good stuff. Very nice. Miss Beka Sue, what did you think of the Hardin's Creek?
It's good. You can. I mean, it is a younger whiskey, which we put in
Right.
a lot of younger whiskey. But you say it's 2 years old. But it's got some nice.
Yeah, a 2-year-old whiskey released by Beam. It's an amazing thing. So
It's unheard of.
Now they have that little craft distillery thing going.
Yeah.
You get to see all kinds of fun stuff coming out of them. So that's cool.
But it's light. What is the proof on this?
Does it taste like something
It does
that
not
if you
taste
didn't
like
know?
108 proof. I'll tell you that
Okay,
much.
all right. Does it taste like something like a craft producer would produce?
It does.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
would say it does. I
That's
wouldn't know
pre-
that.
to
I would
come
not
out from
know that
Jim
this
Beam,
was Jim Beam.
right? To come out from Jim Beam, that's pretty dang cool. So
Not having that
pretty
peanut
cool.
note or that traditional Beam flavor profile that kind of sneaks through if you wait for it.
Yeah, say it has that light, like it has the peanut brittle, but not the heavy, like because I just had Old Granddad, which is definitely that peanut brittle. It's light on that. Maybe a little bit
Interesting.
fruity almost.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah.
I'm interested. I want to get some of that, but yeah.
It's actually, I think it actually tastes pretty good. And I don't think it doesn't.
Oh, guess what I did get,
I would
though?
have thought it was around like 90-ish. Or like
I
in
got a
the
little
90s.
book. I got a bottle of that. Yeah. Heidi
You want
actually
to
got
trade?
it. So
Trade?
yeah. No, that's okay. Yeah. So it came out and it's like already gone. It used to that little book used to be a 2-week drop. You could, if you were to get out in the 2 weeks, now it's like it. Then it was down to a day. Now it's down to hours. And yeah, so I missed out, but luckily Heidi had gotten an extra one, so I got one. So yeah, and I've tried it because we have one at the shop too. So that's it's going to be one of our pours. You can get that at the shop, which is kind of cool. So if you didn't find one either, come by the ABV Barrel Shop. We got you covered. You can taste it. All right, Demetri, you tried this pickleback thing. It sounds
Yeah.
sketchy to me. What do you think?
It's a 2-year-old whiskey.
Okay.
It just doesn't have a lot of depth to it. It tastes like pickles up front, but it's not like a heavy pickle. It's kind of like,
Okay.
it's like the aroma of a pickle. That's kind of like how it is.
Pickle
And that's
aroma.
about
Okay.
it. Then it just kind of tastes like a bourbon on the back end.
Okay.
Young, but
Yeah.
not
All right.
bad. I think
It's got some promise. It
it's
sounds. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. What we'll do next? We'll take a quick
Where are
break.
What are we doing, Steve?
I'm not sure. I thought I heard someone trying to break in, but I thought maybe there's breaking news, but I guess not. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about Assassin's Creed. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely family distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at neelyfamilydistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Freddie Mills, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Assassin's Creed.
Yes, a new bourbon that's out, Assassin's Creed. And I'm. This could be the moment where bourbon jumps the shark. This could be the one that does them in my mind. I can't imagine this stuff being good. It's, sourced and typically when it has a big, huge base, and I would put this on the lines of a celebrity bourbon. It's in that realm. That's not typically a good thing. It's not about the quality of bourbon. It's about having the name on the label. So I wouldn't hold out much hope for this one. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited about this? Do you play Assassin's Creed? Anybody here?
It's $69 a bottle, just FYI.
Okay.
So it literally murders you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a good thing.
So $69 a bottle. That's okay. Well, anything else you know about it?
I like all of these are definitely like on like some on like gamers like websites.
Uh-huh.
And so like
they're all pumped up about it. Getting it
nothing's
shipped to the
true.
house,
Everything
telling
is
mom to bring it
alcohol.
down to the basement when it arrives. Mom, I just checked tracking. It arrived. Please bring it downstairs for me.
All I'm picturing
Hey,
is,
Mom!
is a South Park episode when they're sitting downstairs playing Dungeons and Dragons, and they're just huge and like, man, give me my shitter,
Yeah.
my bedpan.
Yeah.
The moment we started this episode, that's exactly what I imagined.
You were thinking of that. Yeah.
That South Park episode, and I was like, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
There's the bottle.
There's the bottle.
It's definitely.
So-
it's definitely something that like
The
let's be
graphics
fair
are
here.
decent. The
This is
graphics are
not-
decent.
It's not something that we bourbon people are going to buy, but it's something
Right.
that all the gamers are going to buy, and that's fine. Let them have their bourbon.
Okay.
It
What
doesn't
is
hurt
it?
us at all. It was a source brand. We don't really care.
Is
So
it
let
80
them-
proof?
Yeah. What's the proof? That is important to know.
It's
I bet it's 80. That's what I would do if I came up.
45% alcohol,
Oh, so 90. So yeah.
90 proof.
So did I read this right? That it's Anthem Studios and Tennessee Legend Distillery presents Assassin's Creed Straight Bourbon Whiskey, crafted in the hill country of Texas and finished in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. This 4-year-old straight bourbon whiskey carries a rich flavor of rye spice, wheat character, and hints of cherry, vanilla, and oak. Appealing to spirit connoisseurs and fans alike, this iconic selection is a worthy addition to any bar. Game hard, drink responsibly.
Okay.
Who's sourcing from Texas? This is a weird place to go.
I mean, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
They're like, we got to get this from Texas. But don't worry, we'll age it in Tennessee. So
in
it's
the
going to make the difference.
Smoky Hills,
Yeah.
of Tennessee.
Oh yeah, yeah.
To where
You
I
know-
didn't know where the game took place. They should have aged it wherever the game took place at.
which would be in who knows how many. I never even saw the movie, but I know my kids used to play it.
There's
Present
a movie
times
too?
and flashed back to the Crusades and medieval times or something
Gosh,
like
we
that.
should call Jim and find out.
Yeah.
It's all over the world, huh? I don't know.
Maybe.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would
never
say
knew there was a
somebody
movie.
if it was a movie, yeah. Was it Fassbender was in it or something? Whatever his name is, yeah.
James
He was a-
Fassbender?
Yeah, it was Fassbender. the
Is
actor.
Keanu Reeves in there?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I
Seems
mean,
like
you
something
know,
he would
with-
act in.
Me with movies, I mean, I did not see E.T. till it came on like network TV. So
Oh.
I
Did
don't
you
go
cry?
see movies.
Be honest, did you cry, Jason?
I didn't, but there is there.
Did it make you want to phone home?
But the reason I stopped going to theaters to see movies,
Okay, yes.
and this is
You got
the
kicked
truth.
out? You got kicked out?
I may have told this story before, but
Okay, let's hear it.
you know, watching Gladiator with a date or whatever, and you know, proceeded to cry at the end, like I'm just bawling. Like,
Really?
at the very end, when you know Russell Crowe's dead, I'm like, just pick him up, just somebody pick him up, you know. And I've got my head turned, and I'm just bawling,
No.
and I just, you know, I said
Just
I
pick
will
him
never
up.
go see another movie. I'm not going to the theaters. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's a public spectacle.
Yeah, it was a
People
total
like-
public spectacle.
Yeah, they're
Can't
like,
say I'm
yeah,
surprised.
yeah.
So, are you guys going to be getting in line to pick up the Assassin's Creed Bourbon? It is 4 years old.
Where can we find it?
All major
On
retailers.
PS5, PS4, Xbox
Yeah.
One, computer,
GameStop?
PC.
The
And your local liquor store.
Yeah.
Yes.
And your local liquor store. Yeah, these things never seem to have any problem getting everywhere. So yeah, it's like the Walking Dead bourbon. And I know people that have bought that and tried it, and they just say it's horrific. It's worse than the zombie apocalypse. But they sell it because
Would you
people
drink? The main thing about that one would be like, I mean, are you going to drink it when you're being chased by zombies?
Now you throw it at them. That's what you do.
You're using
Light
it
it
for
on
You light it
fire.
on fire
cocktails?
first.
Yeah, light it on fire.
And so
Molotov
you
cocktail.
say as long as you're using it for those, I mean, they better be high proof then.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
I made
It's got to be over 100. Got to be over
so
100.
you got to keep
It's
it
not
high
gonna
proof.
work.
If you've got a, you know, it's got to be high proof.
Like that 90 proof one they're talking, that's not gonna Molotov. It'll
Yeah, it
be
needs
done.
to. You need
Just
to use
keep
it.
buying GameStop stock. You know,
There's-
GameStop stock.
Get your stonks.
Yeah. So there you go. There it is. Assassin's Creed. It's out there. Get out and get you some. So if you're into that, I'll try to get Jim's ID on the game, and if you see him out there, you'll know that Jim Fosnot is playing. So there you go. All right, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Tim, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me standing in line for Assassin's Creed Bourbon, as well as on the ABV Network Tasting Events page, where you can bring in Jason Bronner as a special guest as well for your
Whoa.
tasting event, which is nice. That's a nice little addition, folks.
That's
For your
a
private and
bonus.
corporate events, holidays are coming. Let's not get too hasty. Get out
Right.
there and book those tours now and those events right now. And also on Instagram at SlyGuy2112.
All right, Demetri.
You can find me at Demetri Kane with a C on Instagram and Facebook or at Nobletons.
Okay, Jason.
I'm on Instagram as the Bluegrass Bourbon Baron. And you can find Buzzard's
Just
Roost on
flows.
all the platforms as well as Bourbon's Bistro.
All right, Miss Beka Sue.
I was going to make a gamer tag joke, but I'm not going to do that because it was only going to be very bad in gamer talk. So you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. The important website, though, it's abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Please stop by the ABV Barrel Shop or check us out on abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Cheers.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.